Now to politics, believe it or not, on this day, and a first look at fresh Fox News polls. Donald Trump continues to surprise everyone. The businessman and former reality TV star turned politician leads the way in the crowded Republican presidential field, while many others who expected better results are languishing, it appears, in low single digits. We have Fox team coverage. Ed Henry's in New York with some less than encouraging numbers on the Democratic side for Hillary Clinton. But we begin here in Washington with chief political correspondent Carl Cameron. Good evening, Carl.
Brett, the first debate is 3 weeks from tonight, and the new Fox polls show an increasingly tight race with Donald Trump leading and Scott Walker getting an announcement bounce. Trump's ahead with 18. Walker surging at 15. Jeb Bush with 14 makes a virtual three-way tie. No one else reaches double digits. John Kasich and Rick Santorum are tied for 10th at 2%. Carly Fiorina and Rick Perry are tied for 11th at 1%, and three others failed to register with less than 1%. From Austin and far back in the pack, Perry sought to shred the frontrunner in writing for his controversial comments about illegal immigration. Quote, "What Mr. Trump is offering is not conservatism, it is Trumpism, a toxic mix of demagoguery and nonsense." A Univision poll says 71% of Hispanic voters in the U.S. have a negative opinion of Trump, which some Republicans worry could cause a backlash against the party overall. Arriving in Silicon Valley by Uber, Jeb Bush, who expects to take on Trump face-to-face at the Fox debate in Cleveland, was asked about Perry's rebuke.
I have a big disagreement with Mr. Trump about his tone and what he's saying because it's not accurate. And off you go. I like Rick Perry a lot, and I think he's running the kind of campaign that I'm respectful of.
Walker was in New Hampshire a day after the Wisconsin Supreme Court tossed out what he had long called a partisan political investigation into whether his 2012 recall campaign illegally coordinated with conservative groups. He dismisses Trump.
People tell me they are frustrated with politicians who just want to talk about what they're against and who they're against. Americans, I think, want to vote for something and for someone.
New Jersey Governor Chris Christie has been ignoring questions about Trump. In Camden, he focused on criminal justice reform and saving communities that government has neglected by changing the war on drugs to a war on addiction.
And that takes a completely new set of tactics. Instead of settling for jail every time, we need to give people the chance to get help.
Huckabee released a web video dubbed Reconciliation, featuring his past remarks as governor of Arkansas commemorating desegregation.
We share schools and streets and lunch counters and buses.
Sunday, Huckabee addresses a black church in South Carolina. Late this afternoon, Trump fired back at Perry, tweeting, "Governor Perry failed on the border. He should be forced to take an IQ test before being allowed to enter the GOP debate. The top 10 in an average of recent polls will qualify, and it's going to get cutthroat, Brett."
That it will. Carl, thank you.